With a possible war between North Korea and Japan with that missile that flew over, let's talk about Godzilla. Let's go back to that tweet that Michael Dougherty put out, one picture of the oxygen destroyer that it's possibly going to be in Godzilla King of the Monsters or Godzilla 2. Now we all know what the oxygen destroyer is. It's the mechanism that Dr. Serizawa created in the original Godzilla 1954 to destroy Godzilla, and in which he did so. But a lot of people have been talking about, well, if there is an oxygen destroyer, then there's possibly DESTROYAH. Now back in 1995, Japan released Godzilla vs. DESTROYAH, and that movie centered around the oxygen destroyer, the original oxygen destroyer in Tokyo Bay, that ultimately mutated a bunch of weird crab-like creatures into these red, giant, ugly monsters that form together to become DESTROYAH. And we all know in that one, this is the final film in the Godzilla Heisei series, so Godzilla melted down and died. Sadly, very emotional. But let's put that in perspective, because a lot of fans, a lot of people on my comments, and a lot of people on chat boards, they've been talking about, could teasing the oxygen destroyer automatically mean DESTROYAH will be in the Godzilla cinematic universe, this monsterverse that they're creating? Could be, but I kind of feel like it may be a little bit too early. Showing that the significance of DESTROYAH mean it's the end of Godzilla, I kind of think it should be a little bit down the line. But this could be an ultimate bad guy that they're actually teasing. I've actually talked about how the oxygen destroyer is going to be used on humans. So someone, either Dr. Serizawa or someone else, is going to develop something, or ask him to develop something to destroy all monsters. Because whether we like it or not, having monsters fight each other, there's a lot of collateral damage that America, United Nations, all these countries, mankind may not like after a while. And so the only solution to protect ourselves is to destroy all monsters. We could have a movie where Godzilla becomes the king of the monsters, or after Godzilla vs. Kong, that Godzilla becomes the reigning champion and the humans will need to finally destroy him in their way to protect themselves, because they can't control a giant monster going around stomping through cities, making tsunamis in Hawaii and things like that. So it may just be inevitable where mankind will have to make decision. But we kind of don't want to end this monsterverse with a mankind versus Godzilla. I mean, it's possible and we could get that, but I feel like there's going to be another monster battle towards the end of this monsterverse, if at all, and that could be like what you guys have mentioned, DESTROYAH. If for some reason the oxygen destroyer doesn't work, or something happens, it gets planted in the ocean, and it actually does create this terrible creature, this nemesis of Godzilla, this could be the final battle after destroying King Ghidorah, after Godzilla versus Kong fight each other. Maybe this could even be the monster that Godzilla and Kong fight to come to team up together to fight against, and we'll have that destroy all monsters at the end of this franchise, if you will. I mean, I hope there's a lot more than this, but if they're gonna go 4 movies out, that would be pretty something, and that would be pretty epic. I don't know. What do you guys think about the possibility that DESTROYAH will probably be in the Monsterverse? Do you think having that tease of the oxygen destroyer actually means that there's going to be DESTROYAH later on throughout this franchise? Or is this just a little Easter egg tease and we shouldn't really think about it too much? Alright guys, thank you so much for subscribing. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you next time. Bye.